Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming, and yeah, welcome to another First Impressions video. It's been a while since I've done this. I know probably tuning in today for my usual Monday review, but in light of a review, I decided to do this because this is kind of hot right now. So let's get right into it. The first impression I am doing is for the demo for Kirby: The Forgotten Lands, new Nintendo Switch game. Kirby finally goes 3D, fully 3D, and that comes to Switch on March 25th. But huge surprise reveal, Kirby has a playable demo that you can pick up for free on the Nintendo Switch eShop and play. It gives you the first 3 levels of the game. I think it's like Grasslands 1 and 2, and then a big boss fight, which kind of gives you an idea of how the gameplay is going to work out. Once you get through those 3 sections, at the end it gives you a little movie showing all the stuff that wasn't featured in this demo and that is coming to the game. What's interesting about this is you can also play co-op with it. So, story is very simple. It's a Kirby game. His Waddle Dee friends get kidnapped. They all end up getting sucked through a portal into what seems to be a dystopian present-day us, which I think is really interesting. World with skyscrapers and just stuff grown over, so I'm very interested to see where this game goes with that. And then you end up on the shore. Your mission is to save the Waddle Dees and other fantastic creatures as you go. You play through the first mission. And basically, it's very standard Kirby fare with a little hot sauce of Odyssey added in. So there's a lot of secrets to find, a lot of collectibles to get, coins to collect and whatnot, which look to be that you can buy stuff at a city that you then create later in the game. Now, obviously, only speculating on that part because really this is just the first 3 missions. This is the introductory stuff that you're playing here. But it's very interesting game so far. I think that you have some interesting additions with the mouthful mode, where like Kirby sucks something that's too big and kind of becomes that thing for a second and takes on the properties. Like at one point he sucks in a car and then he kind of becomes a car, stuff like that. I liked this game. I enjoyed this. Well, before we get into concerns and how much I liked it, let's go into let's finish it. You can also play co-op. Your co-op is not another Kirby, but instead this like little dude named Spear Waddledee, and he has his own little accoutrement of moves. He is tethered pretty hardcore to Kirby, so he can't really get outside that range. There's no split screen here, but he still does a significant amount of damage and has a good amount of health to actually be able to help Kirby in the long-term fighting. What I found very, very, very interesting about this game is they found a really nice balance here. Now, first of all, there's a lot of text, but I have been a little bit more critical of games that are made for kids that, they can't read, or that are story heavy, or that are way too complicated for them to play. This game strikes an interesting balance. Yes, all the story plots are text, so you're going to have to read it for your little ones if they haven't become literate yet. Nonetheless, the actual gameplay is in depth enough to kind of keep other people interested, but simple enough to allow the kids to play it and enjoy it and feel like they're accomplishing things. I don't know about the whole thing as a whole. I can only speak to these first 3 levels, but I think this is another great introductory game for young kids who are just starting to get into gaming, and that's something that we're going to lead off in the pros, the things that I'm looking forward to of this game. I'm really looking forward to playing this with my daughter. We had an absolute ball playing all the way through the demo on this. Everything you, I think, see recorded is me and her playing. She's playing Kirby, I'm playing the Waddle Dee. And it was just an absolute ton of fun. She got really excited when she'd accomplished things, and me being there allowed me to kind of lead her to the thing that she needed to go to with my Waddle Dee, which was very helpful in the whole you need to go here and do this thing, instead of just pointing and saying no, you're going the wrong way. You could actually, hey, just follow my Waddle Dee, and then they'll follow you. It's really good on that front, and I really enjoyed that. She also can play it on her own without any problem. She has played it on her own without any problem. She does have trouble with the boss. I think the bosses are going to be tough for the young kids without co-op help, but the fact that she can go into another room and play this and have fun with it is very exciting. Very exciting to me as a dad who is enjoying watching my kid get into video games. Another pro, I think that this breathes fresh life into Kirby, which has been a mostly side-scrolling platformer. And let's face it, some of the last games have not been the greatest, especially that weird free shovelware sort of boss battle thing that they put out on Switch not too long ago. So I'm really glad to see Kirby get his due in this sort of game. I do like the open worldness of it, and I do want to say something I'm looking forward to that I haven't seen yet, and that is getting to build that village. You collect these coins in the game which allow you to not just build the village, but it allows you to do all sorts of activities. There's mini games in the village, there's also fishing in the village from what it seems in the preview, as well as the thing that I'm most excited for, you can actually go to this crafting guy who actually allows you to craft up your abilities. Like, Kirby will get abilities from people by sucking them in and eating them, certain characters, and then like he'll suck in and eat a sword knight, and then he'll have sword powers. This actually allows you to upgrade your sword abilities, so that when you suck him in and you eat him, your abilities are bigger. You actually look cooler in the outfit, and I thought that evolution was really cool. And this demo actually lets you play with the evolved powers, some of the secondary evolved powers, after you beat the demo the first time, which I also thought was cool. Usually a demo is one and done, but this one was like, hey, we're going to give you another little extra something to do. I will say, on the concern side, I think that the difficulty spike of this game is rather low. I think, for me, playing it solo, I'm going to have a hard time staying interested for the long haul. I don't know about that, because I do get into collectathons, and this is a collectathon, but we'll have to see, because I did find these first 3 levels to be very easy, like absolute level of simplicity without a problem whatsoever. I mean, they were a challenge for Stella, but she still managed to get through them. With that being said, that's still good. It's still in that mid-range, and I think the game is going to get harder. I do like the idea of the hidden areas and finding different secret spots with different powers, and they have a lot of that in this, which I think could really boost my interest in the game. But the overall difficulty is a little lacking for your adult player. I do also want to say the next concern is this felt very Mario Odyssey. It's unique enough that I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, but it's very much the, alright, collect this many things in this area sort of feel to it. So like, there's a certain amount of things you can do in an area, and you're doing that area to try and 100% the area. It's very the Nintendo model. It's not really a bad thing, though, in this. I didn't really feel it was noticeable, but at the same time, it still felt unique enough to really get me involved and not make me hate the system at all. It's definitely uniquely Kirby, and I'm really excited about the village building, which will set it apart from other Nintendo titles, Nintendo 3D platformers such as Mario. I think that's going to be the thing that really sets it apart, which was just not featured in this demo. Alright, I'm going to wrap this thing up nice and easy. Me and my daughter decided, and I'm very excited about this because we're starting to teach her about money. We decided to go halvesies on this game, so she's actually going to put, she has $25 of her half. She's going to try and earn the next $5 doing extra little things around the house for the next couple of weeks, and then I'm going to put in the other 30. And that really excites me, that she's that into it that she really wants to get it. She's also been so into that game that she's seeking out the other Kirby games that are available to us on Nintendo Switch and playing them a ton, just to keep herself interested, which I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to play that with this. I love the fact that the co-op was available right off the bat in the demo, and I really like this co-op. Obviously, there are the downsides of the tether is very tight to Kirby. You really can't get very far away from him before just being sucked right to him, which makes some of the boss battle even a little bit hard. I can't just tell Stella to run. She has to get closer to the monster so that I can fight it for her. But that kind of stuff is very minuscule. The fact that there's a co-op mode here, and it is a unique way of doing it without just having 2 overpowered Kirbys on the screen, is really cool. And I'm very excited to see where this goes and what it's going to do. So first impression overall, I'm very excited for it. I'm definitely going to be picking it out, and expect my review after we get it. So anybody else out there, if you're very interested in this game, if you're interested in trying it out, Nintendo Switch has a free demo right now. Just search out Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. it has a demo available. Download it and play. I hope this helps you guys in some way, shape, or form. Have a great Monday, and as usual, if you want to contact us, we're on Facebook at OldManGamingTH, on Twitter at OldManGaming9. You can join our Discord, links in the description below. Influence us in all of our shows from there. As long as you keep watching, we'll keep making them. See you guys next time.